Most men don't get used because women outthink them. They get used because they ignore the words that expose her entire game that she's trying to play. By the end of this video, you'll know the 4 words women use before they drain you. And more importantly, you'll know how to flip each and every single one back into your control. And if you're ready to stop reacting and start leading, grab my book, How to Get Any Girl in Just 72 Hours. The link is in the description. Now, let's get into it. Most men think manipulation always shows up in actions, games, silence, mixed signals. But the truth is, it hides in language because language is influence, and whoever shapes the meaning controls the dynamic. Psychologists call this linguistic framing. One phrase can change how you feel before you even realize it. Women understand this instinctively because when she controls the words, she controls the emotion that follows. It's not what she says, it's what it triggers. Once you start recognizing the language patterns that reveal intention, you'll stop hearing what she's saying and start reading what she's signaling. And that's when everything changes. Number 1, busy. Busy is not about time, it's about control. When she keeps saying, I've just been so busy, it's not her schedule, it's her screening process. She's testing how much effort you'll invest with zero reward. Now, a lot of guys hear busy and think, if I wait, she'll make time. But that's not what's happening here. She's seeing if you'll stay patient when she's inconsistent, because patience to her equals submission. She's conditioning you through intermittent attention. This was proven decades ago by behavioral scientist B.F. Skinner. Unpredictable rewards create the strongest pursuit. You text, she delays, then replies just long enough to reset your hope, and your brain lights up like you won something when you didn't. This is training. She's conditioning you to chase absence. Here's how you shift it. You don't confront her. You don't explain. You just stop showing up, because silence creates the same tension she tried to control. When she realizes she can't provoke a reaction, her busy narrative collapses. Suddenly, her schedule clears up because the man who doesn't compete for her time is the one she starts competing for. Number 2, maybe. Maybe is the softest cage a woman will ever put you in. It's not a yes, it's not a no, it's a hold. When she says maybe, I'll let you know. She's keeping you available while she checks her other options. This is basically control. She's gauging if you'll stay accessible without direction. She wants to see if your self-respect bends when her attention disappears. You ask her out, she says, maybe. You wait. She posts a story in another man's car. A lot of guys think silence is being nice. They think it's polite. They think waiting shows interest, but waiting shows weakness. Here's how you correct this. Treat maybe as no. Not with attitude, but with certainty. Because when you act like your time is limited, because it is, she's forced to treat it like it matters. And the second she realizes she can't stall you, she either commits or she loses you. Both outcomes return your power. Number 3, friend. Friend is not a connection, it's demotion. When she calls you a good friend, she's not being nice. She's labeling your position. Women categorize men the moment they meet them. Dominant, provider, placeholder, emotional outlet. Friend means resource without reward. You become her emotional outlet without any physical or emotional reciprocity. She gets validation, comfort, and attention, and you get drained. But that's not a true friendship. And it happens because you trained her to expect access without consequence. She knows you'll answer, she knows you'll listen, and she knows you'll stay. Here's how you flip it. You remove access. You're not doing this to punish her, but you're doing it to reset the dynamic. When she feels your absence, her body reads it as a loss. Loss triggers evaluation. She either upgrades how she treats you or she disappears completely. Both are 100% win, because the man who withdraws attention from manipulation always comes back stronger. Number 4, soon. Soon sounds like interest, but it's avoidance. It's her way of keeping you attached to a future that never arrives. We'll hang out soon. I'll text you soon. I'll be ready soon. She's pacifying you. This is what's called temporal delay reinforcement, promising future rewards so you ignore the present neglect. And most men fall for it constantly because hope feels productive. But hope without proof is a trap. If a woman truly wants to see you, there is no soon. There's a plan. So when she uses that word, step back immediately, because this is where you have to draw boundaries, because boundaries reveal truth faster than words can. When she realizes that she can't delay you into submission, she has 2 options: step up or disappear. Either one exposes her true intentions, and once you know that, you stop being confused. Listen very carefully because this is where most men fail. Women don't reveal their motives, they reveal them in single words. Busy, maybe? Friend soon in like long paragraphs? They aren't casual phrases. They're indicators of leverage. Each one tells you where she thinks your value stands. The man who reacts loses ground, but the man who observes, adjusts, and maintains composure gains it. A woman doesn't respect the man who chases clarity. She respects the man who already has it. That's the shift from emotional dependency to full control. And once you feel it, you'll never fall for manipulation again. Here's what I want you to remember: power is not in what you say back, it's in what you no longer feel you have to respond to. Because when you stop reacting to weak, mediocre language, you start controlling the interaction. That's when women start adjusting to you. That's when uncertainty turns into pursuit. And that's what gives you your full control. If you're ready to master that transition to move from reacting to commanding, grab my book, How to Get Any Girl in Just 72 Hours. It breaks all of this down step by step until it becomes second nature. The link is in the description. So, with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later.